there's a story that I once heard. It defined my relationship with money. And I know, by the way, even as I say this, a lot of people are uncomfortable. He's talking about money so much. Is this going to be public? Is it going to create anti-Semitism? The world doesn't like us anyways. So while the world doesn't like us anyways, we may as well be who we want to be, okay? So, so no matter what we do, they're not going to like us. So we may as well be who we want to be. So let's go. I once heard a beautiful story. It goes like this. The owner of Chase Bank, he owned a yacht. And every day at 4 p.m., he would ask the captain of his yacht, which way is east? Every day, for weeks on end, every day. Finally, the yacht driver came to Mr. Chase and he said to him, "Why do you keep on asking me about which way is east? I don't understand. Are you studying, to become a yacht driver? So not a yacht driver, a captain? Is that what you're studying? Like, I'm just curious why it is that you keep on asking me the same question." And he told him, because at 4 o'clock, that's when I pray the afternoon prayers, and I want to make sure that I'm facing towards east, because a Jew prays towards Jerusalem in the east. The yacht driver walked back upstairs, and it sat with him. Many years later, Mr. Chase runs into the yacht driver, and he sees that the yacht driver is wearing a yarmulke on his head. And he asks him, "What are you doing with the yarmulke on your head? I don't understand." He said, "I never knew you to wear a kippah." He said, "Mr. Chase, many years ago, you were on my ship, and you told me that you pray at 4 o'clock every day. And you, Mr. Chase, are the most successful man that I know. And if you believe that there is a God in this world, then maybe I too, a simple captain, a simple ship driver, maybe I should believe in it as well." And you see the influence that a person has when a Yid is proud of who he is. What are we supposed to do with money at the end of the day? I once heard a nice saying that a person could only eat one chicken a day. No matter how much money you have, you can only shove one dead chicken in your mouth a day. You cannot eat any more than that. So what does a person need? At the end of the day, nobody on planet Earth needs more than $500,000 a year to live. I think we would all agree. God willing, we should all make $500,000. I give everybody a blessing here. You should make at least that to begin with. Each person does not need more than 500 grand a year to live. Even with taxes, even living in New York, and even with all the, whatever it is, you only need 500 grand a year. So why does a person need more? Because with that money, you're able to do such good. I believe that each person has a responsibility to be rich. I really do. I'm sorry, maybe it's not politically correct. If you were in the business world, by the way, if you're a doctor, I believe you have a responsibility to be the best doctor in the world. If you're a bus driver, I believe that you have a responsibility to be the safest bus driver in the world. If a person calls himself a professional, a person has responsibility to be the biggest, best professional in the world. Because we are great. We come from greatness. Not average. We come from greatness. We are the chosen people. Can I get a hallelujah? And that is in anything that we do. The world says, I love this when they say, love this. People say, what's the big insult that Jewish people get? I remember one time I was waiting on the street corner. I was waiting for somebody, and I remember that there was a bunch of guys hanging outside, and there was a black guy, Hispanic guy, who knows who else there was there. And I'm the type of guy, I love to strike up conversations with people. I remember I said to these guys, I said, what's up, brother? How you doing? And I remember, I struck up a conversation. I started hanging out with these guys, and we had a great few minutes schmoozing. And at the end, one of the guys, he says, listen, Berel. He didn't know my name, actually. He said, listen, no offense, but we know that y'all run the world. We know y'all own Facebook. We know y'all own Microsoft. We know y'all own the bank system. And I said, no offense taken. I said, I actually consider it a compliment. So the world already knows. The world knows. You go to China, by the way, a Jew is so respected in China. They know that we're successful business people. So we have a choice. We could either embrace it, like I've chosen to do on LinkedIn. I've chosen to do that on LinkedIn. People eat it up on LinkedIn. I have like 54,000 followers on LinkedIn. They eat it up. Or I could hide from it. I choose to embrace.